Welcome to Cued Speech, Word of the Day, brought to you by SignCueQuest, the app that includes the Cued Speech Adventure game. Our word today is with. I cue with using 6 to the throat with and 7 to the side. Put them together for with. Some people cue with 6 to the throat with and then 2 to the side for the voiced th. Put them together for with, but I say it with. So I will cue with. Mom is with me today. Let's, me and you, go with Tom to the zoo. Tom is going steady with Dan. Tom is without a home now. I am going with Tom to the movie Uncharted. I am going to the zoo with Tom. And now it's time for
more expressive practice.
Let's practice cueing an interesting quote. The author of the following quote is Henry David Thoreau, and the quote is, "The language of friendship is not words, but meanings." First, are there any liaisons in between the words of the language of friendship? I see one liaison between language and of. The second question is, are there any flicks between the words in the language of friendship? I see no flicks in this phrase. So now we can cue this phrase, remembering the one liaison in between the words language and of. Give it a try yourself, then I'll show you how I cue it. Here's how I cue it. The language of friendship. And now let's cue the last phrase, is not words, but meanings. Are there any liaisons in is not words, but meanings? I see no liaisons in this phrase in between the words. Are there any flicks in this phrase in between the words, is not words, but meanings? I see no flicks in is not words, but meanings. Your turn to cue is not words, but meanings. This is how I cue is not words, but meanings. Is not words, but meanings. Now, let's cue the whole quote together. When we put those two phrases together, I see a liaison between the words friendship and is. So let's remember that liaison in addition to the liaison between language and of. The language with Jove, friendship is not words, but meanings. Good job! Thank you to my sources listed here on my Hall of Fame. The links for these sources are given below this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time for another Word of the Day. Have fun with your cued speech adventures.